Okay, today I'm making this video to answer a bunch of people that ask me how I protect the flooring when you are moving some heavy item like a piano, console piano, a gun safe, how I protect the flooring. Just a hint, most of the flooring that are out there are not designed to support this type of weight. So people put safes and gun safes and pianos in their homes, but they always risk some damage there. Hardwood, tile, the tile can be hollow, can be a problem there anywhere. It's always a problem. But to reduce the chance of stuff get damaged, what we do, we pad the flooring. So just I'm simulating a floor here. We pad the flooring and we put some steel blades there. You can use aluminum, you can use titanium, which is very expensive. I use steel because it's really tough. Aluminum, depending on the weight, it can always bend a little bit, or you have to use a very thick blade. All right, so I use steel. This is I have a blade here separate to show you guys. All right, I had it cut. It's pretty strong and not too thick because it's gonna give a hard time to have the, like, we don't want any steps when you are rolling items with the dollies, especially heavy items. Okay. So we put these blades like this, one after the other. Make sure they are kind of neat together. We use padding. Beautiful. So now you can feel like the pressure, even if you're rolling on dollies, 1,200 pound safe, the pressure is divided by all this area here when the dollies are rolling, so less chance for the flooring to get damaged. All right. We cannot cover all the area. Sometimes you need to make turns, sharp turns, or go inside of closets. Sometimes not everything can be covered. This is why there is always a risk of something, of a floor to get damaged there. But as much as we can in the straight paths like that, we try, or if it's wider area, I have a bunch of these inside my truck there, so we try to cover everything possible that we can with those metal sheets, steel sheets, and then we roll whatever we need to roll here, especially gun safes. I move a lot of gun safes. This is how we do there. But have in mind, there are areas we cannot cover with this because it depends on the shape of the house, and we cannot have a little piece of steel or cut a little piece of steel for every single corner as we need to turn. So some wheels, they are rubberized, but they will go off these blades, steel blades and steel sheets, and they will have to roll on the floor. We do this slowly, calmly. We have wide wheels, rubberized, that don't mark the floor, but there's always a risk that something get cracked there because the flooring sometimes is not designed for that. Sometimes when the guys lay the tiles, they leave hollow parts inside there, like pockets of air. So when something really heavy goes over, it can crack the flooring, and we cannot be liable for it because we didn't put together we didn't make the flooring, and we didn't put together the flooring. So we always do our best. All right. So this is how we do, and you guys can do this. Some people do these with plywood, but over a certain weight is bad because plywood is going to start cracking with the weight. Even if you use dollies and everything, it's going to start cracking with the weights of the safe, and can even go through the wood. Even you are going to listen to that noise. You're going to start get scary if it's not your flooring that is being damaged. So we avoid as much as possible. When you have to tilt something, let me show you guys. Let me get here, if I can reach. When you really have to tilt an item there, we use this, like on the edge or lift. We use a board, but one side is wood and the other side I put this. It's all rubberized. So I put this down the floor and we tilt items on the edge here, again, to avoid damage. Okay, so it's how we do. We don't simply roll over, and I encourage you guys to do the same thing if you have to move an item there. Remember, the wider the area, the more divided the pressure is going to be, less chance of these metal, the flooring to get damaged. Okay, so I make these a decent size because they are steel. If you put too big, they won't cross the doors also, and they are very heavy to carry. All right, so this is a little video there to remind you to show you how we guys work. And remember, God bless America.